Capricorn, what is up, Capricorn? I hope you are having a I hope you are having a fantastic week. Oh, sorry for my thumb there. Yeah, I just want to first start off this reading with a big thank you to all of you who subscribed. I really appreciate all your love and support. I have reached 100 subscribers, and so on Friday, I will be giving away my free tarot reading to any subscriber who is on my subscriber list. So if you haven't yet subscribed, now is the time. And also, if you don't win this time, you might win next month, because I'm going to be doing this for like a giveaway once every month. So yeah, get into it, and I would love to do a reading for you. So yeah, I hope you win. All right. So what do we got coming up for you for the astrology this week? We still have this major pile up in your planet, in your house, of course. So yeah, we have the moon on the 6th, tomorrow, Friday, is going to be opposite your sign. So this could be in the form of some sort of relationship or like a partnership that is, being a little bit more visible. Maybe it is your relationships that are putting a little bit of pressure on your identity. But it kind of trying to make things clear in a sense, like making sure that the emotions land where they're supposed to. Also, the same day, at that exact time, actually, this energy of this opposition will be met with a square from Mercury. So this is really communicating things and looking at all the details and making sure that everything is in the right place. And I guess the challenge here is also to look at the bigger picture. Like maybe you're having a fight or something about something, and you know what? Just take a step back and look at it and be like, is this worth arguing about? Because you know what, all this energy is in your first house still, so it's still a lot of pressure. So yeah, just be easy on yourself is what I'm trying to say, I guess. We also have on the 10th, there's nothing a lot happening, but on the 10th there's a lot happening. We have Venus opposite Mars, which is in your 10th and 4th house. So you could be feeling like very emotionally sort of fiery and stuff. You probably have been for a while since this whole Mars retrograde thing's been happening in your 4th house. But there could be an opposition, or not. There could feel like more like an opposition, or more of a tension between the creativity of your career and your notoriety. All that kind of stuff is kind of related. And like potentially even your marriage as well. There's a lot of beneficial energy in your 10th house right now, so it's very nice. But with that opposition to Mars, it could be feeling a little bit, maybe a little bit ego shattered, I want to say, just because it is the 4th house and Mars in retrograde, especially with Chiron there. It is talking about some wounding and stuff that's coming up for you. So be gentle with yourself, of course. Mercury will also be going into back into Scorpio after it finished its retrograde cycle. Thank goodness we're out of retrograde. But yes, that is a good time for you. That is getting clear about your hopes and wishes, your long-term plans, and kind of making sure that everything is in line. And diving deep into sort of like the emotional waters of like, what don't I need? What do I need? And getting clear about that so you can move forward in an accurate and good way as we move through this dark season. All right, and then of course we have the Pluto-Jupiter conjunction, which is in your 1st house, of course. So there's going to be some transformative energies here, especially with its society and stuff as well, because if you look at the numbers, it's really fascinating to look at the fact that every single time, it's been twice already, the pandemic numbers has increased every time Pluto has connected with Jupiter. Jupiter, the planet that makes things bigger, and Pluto, the thing that transforms things. So like, it's also like death and stuff. So there's some themes going on. So yeah, it'll be around the 10th, and you may see a little spike in numbers, but it's going to be the end of that at least. All right, and I think that's about it. Yeah, nothing really crazy, just some Neptune, Venus in conjunct, which is kind of talking about like your education, like what your career stuff is, as far as putting some more creativity into your writing or communications and stuff. So something a little nicer. So yeah, nothing stressful, nothing too stressful other than that conjunction this week. All right, so let's go into your tarot reading. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. I really appreciate all of your love and support, like I said before. And we're going to jump into where you're at right now, what you got coming up for this week, and your messages from Spirit. So let's get into this. Where are my lovely Capricorns right now? By the way, Capricorns, I know you need a hug, and you probably also need like a couple hundreds. Because let's be real, you're Capricorn. Your sign is $sign. And this is for sun, moon, or rising. I do the astrology for the rising sign, of course, but for the tarot card, it can be sun, moon, or rising. So let's get into this. The first card we got is the moon. Oh, so getting connected with your emotions and also your subconscious. This is also indicative of, you know, paying attention to your intuitions, which is like, I mean, the moon always moves around the zodiac, so it gets the most perspective, and it has the most knowledge of most of the planets. Like, so yeah, I mean, geez. All right, so let's see what the underlying energy of this moon is. The moon can also represent a little bit of anxiety as well, so maybe you're feeling a little bit of anxiety as far as the elections go, because I know that's stressful for a lot of people. So yeah, let's see what the underlying energy of this is. What we got here? The 5 of Swords. So this is kind of like some sort of bittersweet energy. This is change, something changing. I mean, this could be maybe your electoral candidate didn't win, or, you know, something just didn't work out in the way that you thought it was going to, and you won, but at the same time, you kind of lost. But it is a card of victory in a sense, but victory at what cost, you know? So let's see what the underlying energy of the 5 of Swords is. What is the underlying energy of the 5 of Swords, please? What is the underlying energy of the 5 of Swords? Whoa. That's a lot of cards. All right, might as well take them off. Put these down. So we're going to put these this way, and the sun. So you're feeling in your element. It's funny because we got the moon and the sun here, which are 2 of the 3 luminaries. Like, this is amazing. So yeah, it feels like you know what? Despite anything happening, you're really optimistic about everything. And like, it just feels like you remember what it's like to be a kid, and it feels like you remember how it feels and what those emotions are, so you can transmit them into your everyday life, so that you, like, despite having small victories or small losses, you're still the same person no matter what. And like with the moon here, I feel like you're connected to that nurturing element as well, so you may be nurturing yourself. And with the sun element, it's like you're nurturing everybody else. So let's see what the other energies are. We got the 4 of Wands reverse, which kind of represents some like disharmony in the home, or in marriage. Yeah, it's a little bit tougher energy. So let's see what the underlying energy of that is. The 10 of Cups. Oof. In the reverse position. So yeah, you're not feeling, it feels like at home you're not in your power. You're not feeling abundant. You're not feeling like you're super happy right now. And yeah, I mean, the sun and the moon is kind of some polarizing energy. So maybe somebody in your house doesn't agree with your political views. Like, that's always a possibility. So let's see what the underlying energy of this 10 of Cups is. You're getting a new perspective. Whatever is going on right now, it's giving you a completely different perspective, and it's something that you're going to be able to benefit from in the future. But right now, it kind of feels like you're suffering with it. So this could be a relationship. This could just be, like I said, just the sign of the times or whatever. But it just feels like you're having to deal with something that is a little bit outside your comfort zone. But at the same time, like, this is about your emotions and how you're acting in the world. Ooh, it's heavy. I just saw like a weird flash. That was weird. Yeah, Capricorn. Okay, let's go. Let's continue the reading. Let's go into what you have coming up for this week. Some weird stuff happening in my room. Very interesting. Anyway, let's continue. What do we got coming up for? Keep on getting like weird whooshes. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Let's see what is coming up for you this week. No, we're gonna hit another card. What we got coming up for you for Capricorns this week, please? Oh, I feel like we got one that flips around. We got for the Capricorns. Okay, first card is the 4 of Cups in the reverse position. So it feels like you're having a hard time accepting the gifts from the universe, or seeing them for what they are. It kind of feels like you're just sitting there, and maybe you can see things, but they don't seem like they're opportunities. So I'm feeling like you're a bit stuck as far as your emotions go, as far as feeling like what is real and what isn't. Maybe a little bit delusional energy. Okay, we got a couple cards. Oh, we got a bunch of cards. I don't think I should take all these. So the first card that popped up to explain the Four of Cups is the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. So, okay, despite, you know, not being able to see through everything, your anxieties are lessened. Like, Ten of Swords is the completion energy of that stress energy, of that anxiety energy. But in the reverse position, it's like, you know, all these swords are falling out. So it's like you're actually getting a break mentally. And it may be because of this situation that you've been going through, and you're focused on yourself, and you're focused on the sun, and like what you can give and what you can receive with the moon. So yeah, let's see what else comes up for you. Okay, we got the Two of Swords in the upright position. So this indicates some sort of, you know, vacillation between ideas, like trying to make up your mind about something. But I feel like because of these Ten of Swords, it's going to be a little bit easier to you know, actually decide something once that anxiety is gone. And then you'll actually have to start defending it. You'll have to defend your position, because the Seven of Wands is like all these people are coming after you, right? But you know what? You're powerful. You're in your power. You know what has to get done, Capricorn. Like, you are the earth sign, the quintessential earth sign. So yeah, what are you defending what are you defending for? Like, what are you fighting for? And just making sure that it's coming from a place of balance, because you have the sun and the moon here. I'm feeling like you have to come at it from a place of balance, and you know, maybe make up your mind in some way, because I feel like that's important here. I feel like you have to make up your mind about something. This could be an emotional thing, especially with the Four of Wands being in the reverse here, this sort of like marital happiness and Ten of Cups reverse. So I feel like, yeah, you're having to decide what you want to do, but in any case, this decision is going to lead to just a big reduction in stress. All right, and then yeah, the Seven of Wands, you're just going to have to defend it. All right, let's see what else we got coming up here. Let's go into your messages from Spirit. Oh, thank you. The Chariot. Okay, so you're moving forward. You're manifesting. You're creating the world that you actually want to. And the universe is like, hey, whatever direction you want to go in, you just have to choose that direction. You have to choose it with your heart and body, your mind and your soul. And you can direct these horses, in this case, in one direction and just go. Otherwise, if you continue in this direction, in this you know, vacillating sort of like, I don't know which way to go, or which to decide, then these horses are going to be confused. They're like, oh, we want to like go both ways, and then you pull yourself apart. So I feel like the universe is trying to tell you that, you know what, in order to move on, you have to pick something. You have to pick a direction and just go for it, and defend yourself along the way if need be. All right, let's get a card to clarify the Chariot, please. Can I get a card to clarify the Chariot? Oh, that's like half of the deck. Card to clarify the Chariot. Okay, we've got a couple of cards here, so let's see what those are. We've got the Seven of Coins. So this is, yeah, you know what? You've done a lot of work. And now it's time, it almost feels like it's time to maybe benefit from that work. You know what? Like, it takes a lot of work to do this kind of stuff, but now it, like, you know what? Pick an apple off the tree and eat it. Like, you don't work for nothing. Make sure that you're rewarding yourself in this, and that you maintain your position, because you are the one who's nurturing yourself ultimately. All right, let's see what this next card is the Six of Coins. So this is saying that there's some sort of imbalance between what you're giving somebody else and what you're actually receiving. The Six of Coins is a card about fairness. It's about being reciprocal. So if somebody's giving you too much, then you know what, you're overcharged in the feminine. But if you're giving too much, then you're overcharged in the masculine. So I feel like it's a balancing out of those energies, the masculine and the feminine. This could go for man or woman, doesn't matter. Like, we all have those energies within us. So let's get one more card to clarify this. That's too many. Oh my god. You know what, I'm gonna keep that, just because this is all three luminaries. You got the moon, you got the sun, and you got the star. All right, so this is, yeah, what direction do you want to choose? You can choose any direction you want. What do you want to choose? And it has to come from a place of inspiration. The universe is asking you to act on your inspiration. Figure out what is drawing you closer to source. What is drawing you closer to spirit. Making sure that things are aligned within you, so that when you do make this decision, that it is from your soul, so you can move forward and actually benefit from that, you know, understanding that intuition. Because this whole reading started out with your intuition. Like, this is the moon. So yeah, man, only you can tell. All right, this is a general reading, so if this resonates with you, it's for you. But if it doesn't, yeah, you got all three luminaries. That's amazing. All right, we're gonna move into the Sacred Symbols deck from Marcella Kroll, and we're gonna see what comes up for you. What does Capricorn need to know this week? What does Capricorn need to know this week? What does Capricorn need to know this week? Okay, thank you. Release. Yes. Okay, so releasing of, I feel like this is some sort of romantic situation, or like maybe it's even a family situation, and you're like, you just have to release yourself of this unhappiness. All right, you're moving on, and it feels like you are, like, this week you're doing that. I kind of recommend some meditations. I might put that in the description box down below. Another YouTuber does these beautiful meditations, and do, like, maybe there's a cord cutting one that you could use. But I feel like with the releasing, it's like just letting go of I'm getting like really kind of heavy vibes from you. Sorry, Capricorn. I was getting all sorts of weird stuff with you earlier too, but I feel like there's something heavy. Like, I feel like there's a weight that's been holding you down, and like maybe you're feeling very underwater at the moment, which I don't blame you if you are. And it's like, you know what? You're tied down to a concrete slab, and you're being pulled into the ocean. And you know what? It's time to cut yourself out. You have a knife. You have the tools you need. Cut yourself out and be free of this heaviness. You don't need this heaviness anymore. And as we come to the 10th, this ultimate transformation of the self, it's probably gonna be heavy for you because it's in your first house. So I would give you a hug. If you need to talk, of course, my DMs are open on Instagram. I will talk to anyone and everyone about anything they want. So if you just need some emotional support, I'm totally here for you. It's a hard time. So yeah, let's see what else we got. But at the same time, you can create any world you want. All right, like, the only support you really need is yourself. But if you need somebody else, I'm here for you. All right, let's go in and see what else we got coming up. Truth. So yeah, this is being honest with yourself. First and foremost, be honest with yourself. Like, what is working, what isn't working. This could be a relationship, this could be a work thing, this could be friendship. Like, just make sure you're coming from your honest truth, from the most honest place in your heart. Like, you know what's up. Use your intuition. All right. And one more card, please, for my lovely Capricorns. Too many cards, please. One more card, please. One more card, please. Oh, we got, well, it's too many. I got a so many card, but too many. One, please, Spirit. One or two. Okay, how about one or two? Three. Okay, fine. I'll take these. Okay, so the first thing we got Veiled. So there's something that is being kind of eluding you right now that you can't quite see, and it is your own gratitude for what you've had, what you've what you actually have. Like, this is the thing. Gratitude is the thing that makes everything happen. If you want to be happy in your life, be grateful for the things you already have. Match your vibration to the things that you want to bring in. Say you want that new job. Say you want that new relationship. You want that new car. Imagine what it would be like. Feel those emotions of being there. Taste the taste, smell the smells, feel the feels. Do whatever you can to project yourself into that moment. Put it to music and listen to it every day, like twice a day, when you wake up and when you go to bed. Like, you can manifest whatever you want, but it has to start with gratitude. That is how you make everything happen, okay? And I always repeat this. I feel like a broken record with the whole gratitude thing, but it literally works, and I don't know how to express that. And you know what? Some things take time. These manifestations, these things, like everything that you're doing, it takes time. And you know what? You're probably going to have to wait for this whole conjunction thing to blow over. But just know at the end of it, you are transformed. And time, I mean, you are timeless. You are a soul in this body, of course, yes. And you're experiencing time in a linear fashion because that's how we're taught to process time. But everything is happening now. You can go back in your memories right now and experience something exactly like it happened. So who's to say that isn't that present moment, this present moment. You're dreaming that, or you're imagining it, and it's happening. So use gratitude, project yourself into the life that you want, make it happen, and make sure you're being honest with yourself. Is that what you really want, or are you projecting other people's ideas of what the ideal future is? All right, let's continue before I go down another rant. All right, so I got my runes here, so let's take a look here. I have this box, a very fancy box. I made this box. It locks in one way, and it opens nicely in the other. So yeah, it like doesn't open this way, and then another in this direction, it does open. All right, so it's a nice box. It's got like a burnt ash top. It's got like fancy purple splines in it. It's very nice. I make these in my workshop, Hidden Key Design. So yeah, if you want one of these, this isn't made from China. This is actually made in my garage from pallet wood, actually. So yeah, if you want that, it's on my YouTube. It's not on my YouTube. It's on my, well, it is now, but it's on my website. So if you want to check that out, links down below. Let's see what we got going on here. What does Capricorn need to hear this week? What energy does Capricorn need to work with in order to receive what they ultimately wish to receive? What energy? Thank you. Put that down. We got one go, one Joe in the reverse position. So this is joy, which is interesting. 84. Skip to 84. So joy in the reverse position. So things are slow in coming to fruition. The process of birth is long and arduous, and fears arrive for the safety of the child within. A crisis, a difficult passage, even if brief, is at hand. Consideration and deliberation are called for because light and shadow are still intermixed, and doubts and scruples might interfere with joyousness if not understood as timely to your growth. So stop your anxiety and ask whether you possess the virtues of seriousness, sincerity, and emptiness. For to possess them is to have tranquility tranquility, which is the ground for clarity, patience, and perseverance. Seen in its true light, everything is a test, and so focused on the present, sincere towards others, and trusting in your process, know that you cannot fail. This rune reverse is a useful meditation. So yeah, like whatever blockages you've had, anxieties and stuff, just let this stuff go, because it's not a part of you. It's just something that you've experienced, and you can move forward from it. And yeah, I always see the child within. This is about like taking care of yourself, and I feel like you're operating from the child within. So keep that energy up. Keep the sun energy up. You are abundant. You are amazing. You are illumined, and this is a powerful time for you. So you can take this transformation in whatever way you want. All right, Capricorn, and you just got to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. All right. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want to reach out to me for a reading or a consultation, whatever you want, we can just have a nice long chat. All details are on my website or in the down below. So check it out. And if you really like this reading, please leave me a comment or a like. And I would love to see you next week. And on that note, see you next week.